The Hindustan Aeronautics Limited (LCA) Tejas single-seat, single-engine, lightweight, high-agility supersonic fighter aircraft entered service with the Indian Air Force in July 2016. As of December 2019, Tejas has flown 4,599 test flights up to speed of Mach 1.4. The aircraft design and development program was led by the Aeronautical Development Agency of the Indian Department of Defence, with Hindustan Aeronautics Limited as the prime industrial contractor. A Tejas naval prototype successfully completed a flight test aboard Indian Navy's aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya in January 2020. The first LCA Demonstrator 1 aircraft made a maiden flight in January 2001, with the LCA Demonstrator 2 flying in June 2002. In addition, a second prototype vehicle made its maiden flight in December 2005 and third in December 2006. In April 2006, the Indian government approved limited series production of 20 Tejas for the Air Force. The first flight of the production aircraft was undertaken in April 2007, followed by the Tejas trainer variations first flight in November 2009. The 4th and the 5th limited series production aircraft, that is LSP-4, took their first flight in June and November 2010, respectively. Initial operational clearance testing was completed in December 2010 and certification was approved in January 2011. The LSP-7 completed its maiden flight in March 2012 and the first flight of LSP-8 was made in March 2013. Tejas successfully fired an infrared-seeking air-to-air missile during weapon release flight test in December 2013. It received the IOC in December 2013. The first prototype completed its first flight with an advanced electronic warfare suite developed by the DRDO. In October 2014, the first series production aircraft successfully completed its maiden flight and was handed over to the Indian Air Force in January 2015. The second series production SP-2 aircraft successfully completed its maiden flight in March 2016. The aircraft's naval prototype completed its maiden flight in April 2012. HAL handed over the first two Tejas aircraft to the Indian Air Force in July 2016. Smallest lightweight multirole single-engine tactical fighter aircraft in the world, Tejas aircraft is developed as a single-seat fighter aircraft for the Indian Air Force and a two-seater trainer aircraft. In November 2008, the Indian Air Force confirmed a requirement for the 140 Tejas aircraft for 7 squadrons. The design of a carrier-borne Tejas in single-seat and two-seat versions, including a modified nose, strengthened landing gear, and an arrested hook, was granted approval in 1999. This has retractable canards and adjustable vortex control. A development program for the carrier-borne version was agreed by the Indian government in 2002, and the first flight of 2 prototype aircraft were completed in 2009. The carrier variant is intended to replace the fleet of Sea Harriers. The Indian Air Force started the second phase of hot weather flight trials on the Tejas aircraft in June 2010. The test was carried out at temperature up to 45 degrees Celsius and examined the digital flight control computer avionics system, multimode radar, RWR, and the electrical and environmental control systems. The ADA carried out a conceptual design study of the ADA medium combat aircraft, which is an advanced stealth version of the Tejas, to replace the Indian Air Force's Jaguar and Mirage 2000 fleet. This version has 2 engines with fully vectoring nozzles and no vertical or horizontal tail. India carried out initial flight test on the 4th production version of the Tejas. Indian Air Force ordered 40 Tejas aircraft, including 20 Tejas MK1 and 20 Tejas MK2. The first 20 fighters are built according to the IOC. Remaining will be built to the final operational clearance configuration. Tejas MK2's maiden flight is scheduled for 2022. The Indian Air Force received 4 Tejas MK1 aircraft in July 2017. The MK1 version received the FOC in February 2019. In November 2016, Defence Acquisition Council of India cleared the acquisition of 83 Tejas MK1 variant, bringing the total number of orders to 123. Tejas has a delta platform design with shoulder-mounted delta wings. It has a fin but no horizontal tail. Lightweight materials including aluminum, lithium and titanium alloys and carbon composites have been used in the construction. The wing structure includes composite spare and rib with a carbon fiber reinforced plastic skin. Bangalore-based National Aerospace Laboratory has designed and is responsible for the production of the fin and the rudder and the construction of the aircraft fuselage. LCA Tejas is fitted with a night vision compatible glass cockpit with Martin Baker UK 00 ejection seat. The cockpit has 276 mm into 76 mm color liquid crystal multifunctional displays developed by the Bharat Electronics, a head-up display developed by the government-owned Central Scientific Instruments Organization in Chandigarh, and a liquid crystal return to home base panel and keyboard. A helmet-mounted display and a sight is also included, while the hands-on throttle and stick control system minimizes pilot workload and maximizes situational awareness. Tejas has a quadruplex fly-by-wire digital automatic flight control, and its navigation suite includes a Sagem Sigma 95N ring laser gyroscope inertial navigation system with an integrated global positioning system. The communication suite includes VHF to UHF radio communication with built-in countermeasures air-to-air and air-to-ground data link, as well as HL information friend or foe interrogator. In addition, the cockpit includes an environmental control system developed by Spectrum Infotech of Bangalore. The avionics suite has an integrated utility health monitoring system, ground proximity warning system, terrain referenced navigation system, instrument landing system, global positioning system, stores management system, and 31553B 32-bit mission computers. An advanced cockpit enhances the comfort level of test pilots. The Tejas fighter aircraft has 8 external hardpoints to carry stores, with 3 under each wing, 1 on the central fuselage and 1 installed under the air intake on the port side. A 23 mm twin barrel GSH-23 gun with a burst firing rate of 50 rounds a second and muzzle velocity of 715 m a second is installed in a blister fairing under the starboard air intake. The aircraft can be armed with air-to-air, air-to-ground and anti-ship missiles, precision-guided munitions, rockets and bombs. Electronic warfare targeting surveillance, reconnaissance or training port can be carried on the hardpoints. Drop tanks can also be carried. In October 2007, the aircraft successfully test-fired the R-73 air-to-air missile. The R-73 missile is an all-aspect short-range missile with cooled infrared homing. It can intercept target at altitude between 0.02 km and 20 km. G-load to 12 G and with target speed of up to 2500 km per hour. The Indian government purchased Derby Beyond Visual Range air-to-air missiles from Rafale Advanced Defense System to incorporate on 200 aircrafts. The Derby missile can engage targets at range of 50 km. These missiles were delivered by the end of 2012. They superseded Astra BUR air-to-air missile and accelerated the development process. The weapon tests on the Tejas were carried out on the Pokhran range in September 2011. Tejas LCA LSP-4 fighter successfully test-fired Derby BVR missile against a maneuverable aerial target format Chandipur test range in May 2017. The aircraft's electronic warfare suite developed by the Advanced System Integration and Evaluation Organization of Bangalore includes the radar warning receiver and jammer, laser warner, missile approach warner, and chaff and flare dispenser. Electronics Research and Development Establishment and HAL have jointly developed the aircraft's multimode radar. The radar has multiple target search and track while scan and ground mapping mode of operation. It includes the pulse Doppler radar with Doppler beam shaping, moving targets indication, and look-up, look-down capability. The radar is mounted in a Kevlar radome. SAB is offering a sensor package for Mk1A variant of the Tejas LCA. The package includes airborne electronically scanned array fighter radar technology and electronic warfare suite. The prototype development aircraft are fitted with General Electric F404GE F2J3 turbofan engine with afterburner. Production versions are fitted with one General Electric 85 kN F404GE RN20 turbofan engine with full authority digital engine control. HAL placed an order for 24 F404GE RN20 engines in February 2007. LSP is the first aircraft to be fitted with the engine, and flight trials began in June 2008. A new turbofan engine, the GTX-35VS Kaveri, developed by the Gas Turbine Research Establishment, was originally intended to power the production aircraft, but delays in development led to the purchase of General Electric engines. Negma Lahzak has been chosen as an industrial partner in engine development. The Kaveri engine develops 52 kN dry power and 80.5 kN with afterburner with wide-duct air intakes. The aircraft uses multi-axis thrust vectoring nozzles. Tejas has wing and fuselage tanks and an in-flight refueling probe on the front starboard side. Drop tanks with a capacity up to 4,000 liters can be carried on the inner and mid-board wing and fuselage central hardpoints. The aircraft is also fitted with a HAL gas turbine starter unit model GTSU-110. It can fly at a maximum speed of 2,205 km per hour, maximum altitude of 15,200 meters. The range of the aircraft is 3,000 km and the service ceiling is 16,500 meters. The aircraft weighs approximately 5,450 kg and has a maximum takeoff weight of 13,500 kg. India's FOC standard LCA Tejas conducts maiden flight. India's first light combat aircraft Tejas in fully operational capability standard SP-21 has conducted its maiden flight. The fighter jet took off from Hindustan Aeronautics Limited airport and flew for 40 minutes. The aircraft remained airborne under the control of retired Air Commander K. Muthana. The maiden flight took place in 1 year after the release of Drawing Applicability List and Standard of Preparation by the Center for Military Airworthiness and Certification. The completion of the first FOC aircraft's first flight allows the production of the remaining 15 FOC block aircraft. According to the planned schedule, the fighter jets are expected to be delivered during the next financial year. The FOC means LCA Tejas now has advanced capabilities such as air-to-air refueling, beyond visual range BVR missile systems, and more. It also includes several features that were recommended as per operational feedback of LCA initial operational clearance fleet with the Indian Air Force. The successful flight voyage is the result of a team effort of various LCA Tejas program stakeholders. Some of them include Directorate General of Aeronautical Quality Assurance, Indian Air Force, and Aeronautical Development Agency, among others. The aircraft first entered service with the Indian Air Force in July 2016. In February this year, the Indian Air Force finalized the acquisition of 83 single-engine Tejas Mk1A light combat aircraft fighter jets from the HAL. The deal also includes maintenance and support of the aircraft.